What's up, guys? My name is Ace, and we've got another big problem with Modern Warfare. This is something that my girlfriend Enya actually discovered in an online public match, and this looked to be some of the most extreme peeker's advantage I have ever seen in Call of Duty. However, upon further investigation, this is not peeker's advantage. We've got a pretty big camera angle problem in Modern Warfare that I don't recall ever seeing in previous Call of Duty games. At least not to this extent. And I guess the easiest thing to do is just show you right here. Straight up, this is split screen in an offline environment. There is no connection involved here, plus the character models are standing completely still, and in this situation, one character is able to see a very large portion of the other character's body, including one of their eyes and their nose, and yet on the other end, that player can't even see a pixel of their enemy. And this leads to some pretty jarring experiences. And I've experienced this several times in-game, but I've always just kind of written it off as lag. It's just an online environment, there's peeker's advantage involved, that's all it is. But as you can clearly see here, this has absolutely nothing to do with connections. This is a camera angle issue, and it's a pretty big one. Now, there's actually a pretty simple explanation for why this actually occurs. If you just look at the geometry of this, since your view comes from one single point and you don't have two eyeballs in-game, your viewing angle looks something like this, and if you're standing really close to a wall, you can't really see much around that wall, even though a big portion of your body will be sticking out around that wall. As for the player that's further back from the wall, they are able to gain that angle advantage on other players. And this is something that, to some extent at least, actually makes sense in real life as well. Obviously, if your shoulder's sticking out but your eyes aren't and you can't see around that corner, yeah, the enemy's gonna see your shoulder. However, the problem here is not that it's happening, it's the extreme at which this is happening. Like I said, it's extremely jarring, and I don't think it's really a good thing that you can run into situations where one character can see more than half of the other character's body without even exposing a single pixel of themselves to that character. So I'm not sure if there's some easy perspective adjustment they could make to get this fixed, or at least toned down a little bit so you don't see it at this sort of extreme. But at least for now, this does appear to be a pretty big issue, but thankfully it is something that can be avoided, and you can learn from this until hopefully we get some sort of an adjustment. The simple lesson here is do not stand close to a piece of cover if you anticipate an enemy might be coming around a corner, or if you are trying to come around a corner to get a line of sight on the enemy. You want to always try and stand back, even if it's just a little bit. Always stand back from the piece of cover before you come around that corner, otherwise the enemy might be gaining a very extreme angle advantage over you. But with that, that's going to wrap it up for today's really quick video. I just wanted to make sure this issue was out in the open. Hopefully some of the devs managed to see this video, and I hope there's also something they can do about that perspective in order to tone this angle advantage down at least a little bit. But like I said, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.